So, Tableau is all about the data visualization or business intelligence related activity. So, what is exactly the data visualization? Before going into the Tableau session, Tableau topics, we need to understand about the global market of this particular industry. That is the reason we started talking about the data visualization. So the definition is here. You can go through that. But basically, the definition is data visualization means representing the data in a meaningful manner or in a trend by showing the trends and patterns so that the readers can understand or digest the data in a better way. So just like that, if you give rows and columns, people may not be able to understand or they may not take the inferences properly. But if you show it in a very pictorial form, in a graphical form with trends, charts and graphs and all those things, then the readers or business people, business heads can understand the data in an effective manner. That is the reason data visualization has become a very effective factor in the business world right now. So to get to the more understanding of the data visualization, I will show you some examples. So let's see this one of the example. Here there are two tables available. So two tables having some questions. Anyone take some time, like you can take 5 to 10 seconds and you can answer these questions. Definitely it will take more than 10 seconds. What are all those questions? How many numbers are below 15? How many numbers are above 50 in the respective tables? So the reader or the business people or whoever it is reading this particular table, they have to go through each and every row and column and they have to figure it out whether it is less than 15 or greater than 50, something like that. And it will be very inconvenient for the readers or those who are reading this particular visual. Suppose if we present the same visual in a different way. See the next slide, I'm presenting the same data in a different way. If I give some support to the reader by highlighting these conditions, as per these conditions we have highlighted and then we have given the data to the readers or the business heads or business leads, then it is very easy for them to understand or to infer some details about this particular report. They can think that like it is a dense area or it is not populated properly or okay, there is no problem, very less numbers are there, very great numbers are some inferences they can get very easily and very effectively, means accurately they can get it. So this is the power of data visualization. Of course, this is a very easy example, but if you want to really understand the greatness of the data visualization, the next example will help you in a better way. Okay. The next example is like this. In a business discussions, you might have experienced any information like any table like this. So this is the question, which quadrant has the highest total? If your business heads or if your manager or if somebody asks about the data like this, the answering that question is very difficult. Because why? Because you have to calculate the sum of each and every quadrant. Quadrant, you know, guys, like these are all four quadrants, one, two, three, four quadrants are there. And if the question is which is having the highest total, then you have to add all the sum of all the numbers and then you have to figure it out which has the highest number. But if we give the same data in the following way, like I'm giving you another example, I mean the in a visualization mode, starting from lower number to higher number, I mean pale green to thick green. If I lessen the data in this particular way, so see, people can easily understand that the fourth quadrant has the highest total because this is having the high green numbers, right? Green blocks are there, that indicates that inferring the people very quickly, very easily, and accurately also. So that the business people can focus on the important area. Instead of focusing on non-important area, they can focus on the burning area or very critical area. And likewise, the business will have an impact with this type of visualization. So that is the reason data visualization has become a very significant factor in the current business world. And you have selected to learn this data visualization, which is a very good sign. And thank you for selecting or choosing Tableau to learn about this particular data visualization part. I will help you how to create the visualizations and all these things with the help of Tableau. Still, of course, these are all the very simple examples I have given to just to get you the concept. And these are all the very popular diagrams or charts. Is there any question? Okay. So these are all the popular diagrams or charts in the world, like pie chart, donut chart. You might have seen this in our business discussions or meetings or wherever it is. We are going to create such type of graphs with the help of Tableau, and where the business people will understand the insights of the data very effectively. They can understand that. Okay, so these are all very popular. Gauss chart, like a meter, speedometer in our car, you can see this. Bar chart is very famous here. So these are all the various data charts I mean, of course, there are so many, 225, more than 200 plus visuals are there. And for these are all the very popular things I have shown here. Now, apart from this, there is a very inspiring video in the world about the data visualization. And let us talk about this particular part. This person is called he is Mr. Hans Rosling. And this guy is really, I think, a pioneer in the data visualization or a father of data visualization, like that. He created a software, and the software is called Gapminder, and he showed some visual to the world for 200 years data for 200 countries, and with just 3 to 4 minutes he has given an entire picture and future also how it is going to be, like that. He has given a very good view about the data, so it is worth watching. I'm going to open that particular thing. Let us watch this for a couple of minutes, which is very useful and very inspiring video of this. Okay, friends, let's see this. This is what.
Visualization is right at the heart of my own work too. I teach global health. And I know having the data is not enough. I have to show it in ways people both enjoy and understand. Now, I'm going to try something I've never done before. Animating the data in real space, with a bit of technical assistance from the crew. So, here we go. First, an axis for health. Life expectancy, from 25 years to 75 years. And down here, an axis for wealth, income per person, $400, $4,000, and $40,000. So down here is poor and sick, and up here is rich and healthy. Now, I'm going to show you the world 200 years ago, in 1810. Here come all the countries. Europe brown, Asia red, Middle East green, Africa south of Sahara blue, and the Americas yellow. And the size of the country bubbles show the size of the population. And in 1810, it was pretty crowded down there, wasn't it? All countries were sick and poor. Life expectancy were below 40 in all countries. And only UK and the Netherlands were slightly better off, but not much. And now, why start the world? The Industrial Revolution makes countries in Europe and elsewhere move away from the rest. But the colonized countries in Asia and Africa, they are stuck down there. And eventually, the Western countries get healthier and healthier. And now we slow down to show the impact of the First World War and the Spanish flu epidemic. What a catastrophe! And now I speed up through the 1920s and the 1930s. And in spite of the Great Depression, Western countries forge on towards greater wealth and health. Japan and some others try to follow, but most countries stay down here. Now, after the tragedies of the Second World War, we stop a bit to look at the world in 1948. 1948 was a great year. The war was over, Sweden topped the medal table at the Winter Olympics, and I was born. But the differences between the countries of the world was wider than ever. United States was in the front, Japan was catching up. Brazil was way behind, Iran was getting a little richer from oil, but still had short lives. And the Asian giants, China, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Indonesia, they were still poor and sick down here. But look what is about to happen. Here we go again. In my lifetime, former colonies gained independence, and then finally they started to get healthier and healthier and healthier. And in the 1970s, then countries in Asia and Latin America started to catch up with the Western countries. They became the emerging economies. Some in Africa follows. Some Africans were stuck in civil war and others hit by HIV. And now we can see the world today in the most up-to-date statistics. Most people today live in the middle. But there are huge differences at the same time between the best of countries and the worst of countries. And there are also huge inequalities within countries. These bubbles show country averages, but I can split them. Take China. I can split it into provinces. There goes Shanghai. It has the same wealth and health as Italy today. And there is the poor inland province Guizhou. It is like Pakistan. And if I split it further, the rural parts are like Ghana in Africa. And yet, despite the enormous disparities today, we have seen 200 years of remarkable progress. That huge historical gap between the West and the rest is now closing. We have become an entirely new converging world. And I see a clear trend into the future. With aid, trade, green technology, and peace, it's fully possible that everyone can make it to the healthy, wealthy corner. Well, what you have seen in the last few minutes is a story of 200 countries shown over 200 years and beyond. It involved plotting of 120,000 numbers. Pretty neat, huh?
So that's a very inspiring video. So you might have grasp the topic he is talking about it. So let us go back to our presentation part, and then we will see how this is related to our Tableau part. So that is how this data visualization has become very powerful in the current business market or business area. And you have selected a very good topic that is like learning data visualization part. Okay, this guy, I mean, this is taken over by Google now. Like Gapminder software has taken over by Google, and apart from that, it is not there right now. It is merged with the Google Studios. So apart from this, the Gapminder and all those things, like we have, these are all the industry leaders with respect to the data visualization. So you might have aware of this. Power BI is also one of the very important or powerful data visualization tool, Microsoft based, and Looker is Google based, and ClickSense and Clipfolio, Joho is an Indian based data visualization tool. Recently, I mean, it is creating wonders in the world right now. And Domo is also, it is having the market in the eastern side, like Singapore and Japan. These people are using Domo. So finally, our favorite subject, Tableau, it is number one, or it is competing with Power BI. Power BI and Tableau are one time it is a top, and another 1 year next to one is the topper. Like that, this is a very, very leading trending technology in the business world right now. So we are learning that important software, Tableau. Okay. So now why this Tableau has become very famous? These are all the fame factors with respect to the Tableau. The first thing is every business nowadays are focusing on the data-driven culture. Means they wanted to look at their data, how my efficiencies are there, how my idle times are there, or whatever it is. Like they wanted to look into their data, and they wanted to understand their patterns, their trends, and then they wanted to take or alter the decisions in their business. That is called data-driven culture. So for that particular thing, this Tableau is a very important software or the best solution for that type of thing. And as I said, like this is a leading solution software solution for the data visualization, like along with the Power BI and other technologies, like this is one of the leading technologies. And it is super easy to learn, and you just drag and drop, you can create your visuals, and very, very easy, very fast you can learn. About coding is not required, but logically you need to have some logical thinking, but real coding like programming is not required for this Tableau learning. And it is a budget friendly. So Tableau has released a Tableau Public one software which is a free for the learners, which is a very, very revolutionary part. Recently, around a couple of years ago, like 2 3 years ago, they started this Tableau Public release, which is very, very helpful for us. Without investing any money, we can learn about the Tableau, how beautifully or how effectively it is working. You can learn with this Tableau Public software. And the greatest feature with the Tableau is it can connect to the 100 plus servers that are in the market, in the industry, in the technical and technology market. Means like we have databases in our organizations, like in Apex, we are using Oracle database or Microsoft SQL database, or some other people are using data bricks, or some people are using the various things are there, like IBM, SAP, HANA, HANA, some servers will be there. So no need to change all those things. Like we can connect to those things through Tableau. That is the greatest feature of the Tableau thing. And another important factor is it is really efficient even with the large data sets. That is what it is the greatest feature with the Tableau. I mean, like it is very, very convenient for the large data sets, right? Like even for this demo, we have taken this 5 lakh records data set. Whereas like if you go for the Excel, if you take 2 lakh records plus, then your Excel sheet will be having some trouble. Either it will hang or it will corrupt or something like that. So even if it work out also, it is uncertain. You don't know when it is going to correct on this. So such type of performance issues will not be there with the Tableau part. So these are all the factors making Tableau as a very famous in the market. So we are learning such an important technology now. Now, there are some facts and myths about this particular thing. The myths are like people are thinking that it is very, very difficult to learn. No, it is very easy. I will prove that. After this session, you will feel that how the Tableau is how easy it is to learn. So you feel in that way. Right, and costly or overpriced. As I discussed with you guys, like we have a Tableau Public, which is a free software, which have almost all features, except a few
Yeah.
features are
Amma?
missing. But you can use that Tableau Public for learning and for small. I mean, for minor reports, you can use that. No need to go for the expensive thing. Of course, that cost is there for even for Power BI and other softwares. Also, you have to buy the licenses. It is not like everything is free in the other softwares. It is common for every data visualization part. And scattered learning content. This is one of the comment. I do agree with this particular thing because when you search for when you Google it for the some content, you will get n number of things. So it is scattered. But of course, there are very good links or in the internet. I will help you. Like you can go through those sessions and then you can learn Tableau very quickly. Okay. This is super easy software. I will prove you that in the subsequent minutes. Now, apart from this, now let us talk about it. Slowly, we discussed about the. I mean, like first we discussed about the data visualization or business intelligence. Both are same, and then we have discussed about the famous softwares on this and the Tableau we have selected, and now we are coming
இன்னும்
down
ஏன்
data set. So let us take one data
அதுக்கு எதுக்கு இறங்கும்
let us take one data set and let us review that data and let us see the business cases or business questions related to
அது
that.
ஏதாவது ஓல்டு
And let
வீடியோ
us spend some time to understand what exactly this data set is having it and how it is useful for the business people. So, as an example, I'm taking one business case and to get you the point why this type of softwares are required. So, that and all we will be discussing now. Let me open the data set first, that 5 lakh records, whatever we have, and then we can talk about it. Okay. So, I'm just going back to this Tableau session. Data set is here, friends. You see here. Okay, this somebody is annotating. Please don't do such type of thing. See, what is this? I don't know who is that. Anyway. Okay, now let me open this particular part. I'm just opening the data set. See the Excel sheet, how it is taking time to open this 5 lakh record reports. Sometimes it may get corrupt also, though it is a CSV file, so we can open that in the Excel sheet. I mean, in MS Excel, it is taking couple of, see that done 100%. Now it has opened. So first, let us understand what it is all having it. See, friends, this is how it is having how many columns, like how many rows, like 5,39,814 rows are there. You can see starting from one to this. These many rows are there. And also columns, how many? Column A to column U, there are 21 columns are there. I'm selecting the entire data, then you can see 11 million data points. Like one cell is called one data point. So you can see this 11 million data points are available here. So such an intensive data set we are going to work in this demo, which is by evident you can see that Tableau can handle the higher, I mean like a dense file or large data sets, it handles very easily of that. So now, what exactly we are going to do with this particular thing? Let us understand this particular data. In general, if we give this data to the any business people with some filter, some sort of by doing some Excel sheet or and all those things, because these are all 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, we cannot create any sheets in the Excel because it will get corrupt. So you can give entire data to the business leaders. So what they will do with the business leaders? In general, what type of questions will be there? So let us talk about something on this particular part. So if you have any data set, these are all the questions that are going to arise by any business leaders or business people. Example, I'm talking about it. Even you can take our example with respect to Apex data. For example, if you give large data set to our managers, they may ask you like, what are my total PHRs, what are my total expenses, what are all my error hours, and how the PQG percentage is taken. And in our industry, that is what the terminology we are using it, right? And to the given example, whatever we are talking about it, to get the better understanding of the business case, I have taken some data set, the transactions of a particular business. If you see the data set, you can see this. This is a person who purchased the data, on which date they have taken and which date we have delivered, and what is the item, the customer name is what, and what is the sale, how much amount he has paid, and what is the quantity, and how much discount that organization has given, and what is the final profit they got it. So this is what the information they have. So in these terms, the business people may ask these type of questions or may be interested, all stakeholders of the business people interested in these questions. What is that? How many transactions have completed as of now? So am I whether my business is in good condition or not? Or at the total, what is my total profit? What is my total sales as on date? How many dollars? How many rupees? Something like that. And also, what is my highest discount I have offered? So you can also very check about that particular type of thing. This is all called KPIs, like key performance indicators. Like in our industry, we can say that what is my total revenue, what is my total PHR cost, how much it is coming, what are my deductions, how much are going. So likewise, a overall picture we can give at that area. And some deeper questions also there with respect to the given data set. The deeper questions are like this. So which country? This data is containing about two country. So whether India is having the better business or US is having the better business, or how the trends are going on in the sales, like current trend sales is going on day, whether it is any spikes or are we able to manage it properly or not? What are all my 10 products that is giving good profit for me? Right, such type of things. These are all the business questions in the that will raised by the business people. So what is the solution for this? You have a data set which has around 1 million or half million, like 5 lakh records or 10 lakh records, something like that. You will be having it data. And then these are all the questions are having by the business people. Then how to solve the problem? The conventional solution for this is we will call one software company, or they will come and they will review your data. They will review your database and they will start coding, and they will give some prototype, they will create modules, and then they will test it, and then they will release it. So entire process will take a minimum of 3 to 6 months. And nowadays businesses are not in that mode, like they want we need immediate solutions, right? After 6 months, if I wanted to review my data, what is the use? We are losing a very good opportunity about it. So this problem statement has become an opportunity for the technical people. So with this opportunity, with this business case, people have started developing some softwares. That softwares are nothing but Tableau, Power BI, ClickSense, all these software technologies have emerged in the business industry because of this business requirement. Why? How? It can create within hours, it can give you the insights of the report. All these questions can be answered very quickly within minutes, within hours. You can answer, you can provide very sophisticated environment to the business people so that they can understand their data on that very quickly, and they can take immediate decisions for the making the profit of the organization. So, so-called this business case, the solution what we have given is this is what. With the Tableau, we have given one solution. All questions, whatever are mentioned there, with one screen, one dashboard, we can give this like this. And that too, it is very dynamic and very powerful. How? I will show you that. Let me open the direct live link for this particular dashboard. So let us spend some time to understand what exactly this dashboard is talking about. So we know like what is the data set we have, like 5 lakh records, what and all we have on this particular see. See friends, here it is talking about that statewide in India, the Madhya Pradesh, what is the profit? And India, this is Karnataka, what is the profit? Not only profit, it is also telling another information. Yellow is the low profit and green is the high profit. So if you see this thick green, this country, this state, Bihar is a very profitable, or Karnataka is very profitable, whereas Jammu or Ladakh are having the low profit data. So that information also it is showing how effectively useful for the business people. Instead of giving rows and columns of 1 crore rows and columns in one particular Excel sheet or a CSV file, if you give this way, this is very useful for the people to take decisions. They can think about which state has the highest profit, so that that persons can be moved to other area. Then that area also profit can be increased. Now, top 10 products are there. Like these are all the products which are having the highest profit. So why can't we do business for more for this particular thing? Also, there is a cluster part. What is the cluster? It is talking about it. Very self-explanatory. You can say profit and sales, which has the highest profit, highest sales. You see here, just by hovering here, you are able to see that that is Canon image scanner is the highest profit, highest sales are there. Then why can't we promote that product? Because we are getting highest product there, highest profit there. And see this blue color area, you see is the profit is negative. Why we have to do that business of that? We can stop that business because we are losing money. So, with a very detailed information, we can create it with that type of data set. And that do what? With 120 clicks, within less than 4 minutes, we have created this dashboard. How powerful it is useful, you need see this. And this is what? Forecasting. I have some every year data, every year how much my sales are going. And then based on this information, I can also project. The software is automatically telling you in 2027, 2028, 2029 how your sales would be. Like this it is showing it to you. This is called forecasting, and this is called predictive analytics. We are predicting the future, which is a very powerful topic in the industry now, in any industry right now. You have to predict. Predicting the future is a real super asset for the business. Based on that, we will be preparing for our business, right? So we can recruit the people, we can make our infrastructure because we're expecting good sales in coming years. So that type of solution has been given here. Now, another one, this is a sales trend. Every day, day wise, what is my sales on day wise? Here, if you see one day, it is a huge sales is there. So are we prepared for that? Are we expecting same thing in next coming months if we have such type of huge sales in a particular day? How to handle this? Whether the available manpower is helpful or sufficient for that or not? Can we take any some precautionary measures to manage that type of high huge sales? Huge sales is good for business. You will get good profit, but you should able to handle it. Otherwise, you will lose the customer satisfaction, right? And these are all the areas like in which region, whether south region is good or north region is good, like that also we are able to tell here. South is having highest profit. So why can't we move south leaders, whoever handling the south production or business, we can move them to the low sales area so that he can use his creativity and he can improve the business. Now, See here, friends, like one more thing. Hans Rosling has used the animation, right? With the 120 clicks when the created this area also, we have created animation. You see here, like 2007 is here. Just I'm playing the animation here. You see how effectively, how attractively it is creating. 2008 it has come, 2007, 2006, 2005. It is going backward. Anyway, it will come for the previous also. 2004. Every year, how it was there in each state wise, it is telling you, it is communicating you very effectively. Just because of these type of solutions only, data visualization has become a powerful or important factor in the business. So again, I'm playing it 2001 if I have, and now it will go to 2002 and 2003, and it is changing it. Title also changing and colors also changing. Year wise, you can see that information. How powerful it is. See that important factors with the data visualization. This is all created with the Tableau with just 120 clicks with that 5 lakh data records by using that 5 lakh rows CSV file. Now, not only this, now if I wanted the US situation, if I wanted to see the US, my business, how it is going on in US. If I select the US, everything is changing. You see here, in this US, the country was statewide, what is the information profit is having, every statewide is there. Here also you can see every year animation you can do it. If I play it here, it will come for this particular thing. All these things are just with the matter of clicks, drag and drop, you are able to do. Then why people are not using it? Lack of the how Tableau works. If you know, it is dead easy to create such dashboards. I will create this dashboard in front of you, along with you, in 120 clicks. With 120 clicks, like less than 5 minutes, it will be created. I will show you that going forward in the subsequent minutes. Okay, friends. So this is the business case and this is the solution that we have given with the Tableau. Now I'm going to tell you how it is going to be created. Before starting creating this dashboard, I wanted to give some fundamentals or very basic concepts of the in generic way. So if you understand those concepts, it is dead easy to learn the Tableau. So now let me explain you and let me go back and open this particular part. So let us have some spend. So coming next 15 minutes is very, very crucial, very, very important. If you understand this concept clearly, then Tableau is dead easy. So listen carefully. We have a data set like this, right? Again, I'm just talking about this. Next 10, 15 minutes, I'm talking about some, it is not theory, it is a very basic concepts we are going to discuss. If you please observe carefully and listen carefully. Okay. Now, what I'm doing is observe this data. First one, I'm going to look at this data in a different aspects, like the aspect number one, aspect number two, like that. I'm going to look at in a different aspects. The aspect number one is observe carefully. Aspect number one. I'm looking this data in a different way. Listen carefully. I'm telling you. Take any column data in the data set. What does it mean? Take any data in the take any column data in the data set. Means what? We have how many? We have 21 columns are there. Take any column, like column A, column B, column C, or column D, any column. Take any column data from the data set. Either it will be measurable meaningfully or not. What does it mean? Again, I'm repeating very simple logic. It's a layman data, layman topic. I'm not talking about any technical jargon. Just listen carefully. Take any column data from the data set. Either it will be measurable or non-measurable meaningfully. What does it mean? Okay, I'll tell you. I will explain you. Don't worry. So let's go back. These are all columns, right? Column A, column B, like this it is there. Sales is there. Column R is there. Column R is having the sales column data, right? I have taken the average of the sales or total of the sales. I'm measuring it, which is useful for my business. I will be knowing it. What is my total sales? What is my average sales? How to increase my average sales? You can work on the business. So it is meaningfully useful. If you measure this particular column, it is useful for you. It is meaningful for you, for your business. Now, let's take the column I or column J. Let's take the column J. Take the total of this particular thing. Take the average of a particular column district. First of all, there is no answer for that. Even if this answer is there, there is no use of that particular thing. What you will do taking the average of district, answer will not come, but it will not be, first of all, answer will not come. Even if it comes also, it is not useful for that. Now, another example. Let's go back to the column A. There is a row ID which is similar to serial number 1, serial number 2, serial number, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 serial numbers are there, right? It is like that. So, if I take sum of the row ID or serial number, is it useful? Is it meaningful? Is it helpful for our business? No use. What you will do by taking the average of the serial numbers or row IDs? It is nowhere related to our business. It is not required. So that is why it is not measurable. So meaningfully, it is not measurable. So aspect number one is take any column data from the data set, either it will be measurable or non-measurable meaningfully. It will be a if it is a measurable meaningfully, then it is called measurable column, measurable data. If you are not able to measure it meaningfully, then it is called non-measurable data. Likewise, aspect number one, I am considering this as non-measurable data. And all these things are non-measurable up to this particular thing, except this, these are all measurable. Sales is useful, you can measure it, there is a meaning for it, then it is a measurable data. And these are all quantity, discount, profit also. What is the maximum total profit or average profit, my maximum profit or discount, maximum discount. So some measuring is happening, which is useful our business for the meaningful for our business. That's why these are all measurable columns and these are all non-measurable columns, right? These are all non-measurable. There is no meaning of taking any measuring of this particular thing. That's all. Aspect number one is over. Now, aspect number two, forget about aspect number one now. Now I'm telling you the aspect number two, very, very important, very, very simple concept, very layman concept again. Friends, don't think that this is a theory part. I'm not talking about the technical jargon. I'm not talking about the equations, writing, coding, programming. That is not the case. These are all very common understanding details I'm gathering in one place, which is useful for learning the Tableau. Okay. Aspect number two. Listen carefully. Aspect number one is over. Forget about that. Aspect number two. Take any column data from the database. Either it can be divided into subparts meaningfully or not. What is that? Again, I'm telling. Take any column data from the data set. It can be divided into subparts meaningfully or not. What does it mean? I'll help. I will explain it. Don't worry about it. I will give you a very generic example so that you will get clear understanding of the aspect number two. What is that? Suppose if I say I have 2.5 cars, is it acceptable? Is it meaningful in the universe? No. Either I can have two cars or four cars or three cars. I cannot have in between 2.5 cars. Between 2 and 3, I cannot have 2.5, which is a very universally, it is not acceptable. I have 2.5 kids. No, nowhere. Either I have two kids or three kids, right? So few columns, few data, you have to mention it as a whole. You cannot divide that into subparts. So my height is there, like 5.7 inches, 5 feet 6 7 inches is my height. I'm telling 5 feet and see between 5 feet and 6 feet, I'm able to break it and telling it meaningfully. I can do which is acceptable in the universe. So if you are able to break it between the numbers in a meaningful way, then that is called continuous data. If not, it is non-continuous data. In the universe, few things you cannot break it out. Example I already given to you. Like number of kids I have, number of cars I have, number of laptops I have. Few things we cannot break it down. We cannot break it down into subparts or the break in between parts. So if you are able to break down the numbers or anything, any column into meaningfully, then it is called continuous data. Otherwise, it is non-continuous data. Now, immediately people will get in and they will infer that, oh, okay, if decimals is there, can we say it is a continuous data? If non-decimal it is there, it is the non-continuous. I mean, like whole numbers are there, it is a non-continuous. It is a continuous data like that. So people may infer in that way. Of course, that is right up to some extent only. There are some other columns in the universe where you can split into subparts meaningfully. Take, for example, date information. Date information, we can tell that date is today is 9th June 2025. I can say today 9th June 2025, 10 hours, 15 minutes, 25 seconds. I'm able to break down the things in a meaningful way. That particular data, whatever be the there, you are able to break down into that. And it is not decimal data. So the definition is if you are able to break down your data in a meaningful way, then it is called continuous data. It can be a numbers, decimal numbers is also one of the continuous data. It is not only the decimal numbers. The definition is if you are think about that, if you are able to break it down in a meaningful way, then that is a continuous data. That's all. Aspect number two is over. Now, as per this, I'm saying this information. Okay, with respect to the date, there is a very good information. You need to be very careful. You need to be very confident about the date. Sometimes it is continuous data. Sometimes it is non-continuous data. We have a separate session for the date. We will discuss about that. For the time being, I'm taking it like whether continuous or non-continuous. This is first one is this is one, two, three are there. We cannot break it down on this thing. This is non-continuous, right? And this is also non-continuous. And this date information, okay. Anyway, we discussed it. We will talk about this. This is continuous. And this date also continuous. Rest all are non-continuous up to this particular area. And in between two numbers, we are able to tell this sales information, no? Decimals, we are able to tell that. So this is a continuous data. And again, quantity, we cannot sell the in between numbers. 3.5 quantity, I cannot tell this. So this is a non-continuous data. And this is again, these two are continuous data. That's all, friends. Aspect number two is over. So, very important aspects you have understood right now. What is that? Aspect number one, take any column data, whether it can be either measurable or it can be measurable or non-measurable meaningfully. Take any column data. Aspect number two, take any column data, either it will be continuous or non-continuous meaningfully. That's all. Aspect number one, aspect number two is over. Now I'm going to talk about aspect number three, which is also very simple. And these are all not rocket sciences. These are all very generic terms I'm talking about it. As of now, we discussed about aspect number one, aspect number two, measurable, non-measurable, continuous and non-continuous. And we have discussed about some examples and how to understand that very easy and critical understanding of this particular data aspects, different aspects we have it. Now, aspect number three. Look at the aspect number three, very important thing, very easy also. Again, take any column data of the data set. Take any column data of the data set. What is that meaning? We have 21 columns. Any column, take any column. The content of the column is either date information or text information or number information. That's all. Number, or sometimes it's a number, decimal information. You take any column, it will have these type of data only. Other than this, nothing. In this example, whatever we have the data set, listen carefully, this number row ID, the column A, what is having row ID is 1, 2, 3, 4. It is numbers, right? I'm taking it as a numbers. And the next one is order ID. Order ID is some text information is there. India, USA, some data is there. So I'm taking it as a text information. And now this is a date information, right? Date, you can see the date format, valid date formats are there. This is the date information. And these are all the remaining, all are text informations up to this. You may be thinking that what is that postal or postal code is having numbers. No, sometimes some other postal codes will be having some letters also. That is why these are all text data. Now the sales column R is having the numbers. So number decimal because it has the decimal points. So this is a number decimal and this is a whole number And this is again number decimal, number decimal. That's all, friends. Take any column data, either it will be text or number or date. That's all. These three things only it will be there. Beyond that, nothing else. Done. We have completed a very important concept today. Very easy concepts. Last 10 minutes, what you have learned, we are looking at the data set in a different aspects and the meaningful aspects and very easy aspects. You got to know how we have to look at the data set. Whatever be the data set you are working with Tableau, look at that in these three aspects of the data. Okay, friends, completed. You have completed a very important concept called data anatomy. What is that meaning? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you this particular part. Just let us go back to our presentation and let us see what is all we are talking about it now. So whatever I have explained to you right now, I have placed everything in our presentation. So what is that presentation? Aspect number one, I have taken one data set, one example of data set. I have created two buckets. One is measurable data, measurable, non-measurable data, and each columns wise I have segregated it. These questions we have discussed, and this is what, since we have already discussed, I don't want to spend time here. I'm just moving on this aspect number one. And aspect number two, as we discussed, a few things cannot be divided into subparts like number of children's, number of cars, number of laptops or such type of things. Whereas some things like height, weight, we can mention in between the numbers also, or date information we can mention or subparts into various levels. We can tell that. So likewise, aspect number two, I have taken this data set. This is the data set, and I have created two buckets, continuous data or non-continuous data, and I have added all columns accordingly to this to understand the aspect number two. And the aspect number three also, we have taken the data set and we have created four buckets. One is numbers and numbers, whole numbers, decimal numbers, and the text part and the date part. So I have taken respective columns into the respective buckets so that you will get a clarity of this particular thing. That's all, friends. You have learned a very important thing. This is called data anatomy. This is what I call as data anatomy. So every take any column data, either it will be a measurable or non-measurable, or either it will be continuous or non-continuous, or either it will be a date or a time or date, text or numeric or something else. That's all, friends. Very simple concept. Okay. So do you really know all these things? You may be thinking that why we have to learn all these things. What is the matter of what is the fun of learning all these things? You will see very important things in the subsequent minutes or slides. You will feel like very happy why we have learned these things. When we start the Tableau, when we open the practical session of the Tableau, you will see how these aspects are helpful for you, how easy it is for us. Okay. Now, the greatest thing, the good news, what you have to understand, what you have to learn is you no need to worry about these aspects. Aspect number one, two, aspect number three. Why? It's very simple. Tableau is identifying all these aspects, aspect number one, aspect number two, aspect number three. With its artificial intelligence, it is automatically identifying which is measurable, which is not measurable, which is continuous, which is not continuous, what is the type of the data, whether it is a date information or text information or number information, it will automatically identify. That's all. Now, the important point which you have to learn here is this particular slide is in Tableau, it has its own convention. You know, like aspect number one, right? Aspect number one is what? Measurable or non-measurable meaningfully. So, meaningfully measurable is measures and non-measurables are there. No, in Tableau, they are all called dimensions. This is the, if you want, you can note down. This is a very important convention or terminology in Tableau. In aspect number one, measurable or non-measurable. So non-measurables will be called as dimensions. Measurables are called measures as usual. In the same way, in aspect number two, continuous and non-continuous. Continuous will be called continuous. Non-continuous is called discrete. These are all the terminologies used in Tableau. That's all. and everything is automatically converting. You no need to worry about it. You no need to think about the aspect number one, aspect number two, aspect number three also. Then why we have learned? Yes. Whether Tableau has converted it properly or not, you can validate it now. Okay, friends. So likewise, Tableau is automatically identifying or understanding your data. Whatever you given the data, no, we have given this 5 lakh records data to Tableau, and it will understand with its artificial intelligence. It will say like what is our aspect number one, which is measurable or non-measurable. It will identify and tell you. And for the aspect number two, which is continuous and non-continuous, and tell you this is a continuous data, this is a non-continuous, like that it will tell you. And it is the data type. This I have taken it as this is appearing to me as a date, this appearing as a text information, this appearing as a number information, like that it will be converting and tell you. And how it is telling, that we will be learning in subsequent minutes. Okay, friends. So you got a very important topic right now, data anatomy. Welcome to Tableau now. After 1 hour, you are starting the Tableau. Now, before starting that, another 2 to 3 minutes, I will be having you some information which is very helpful. Apart from this aspect number one, aspect number two, aspect number three, automatically identified by Tableau, there are some other intelligent features. There are few intelligent features in Tableau which we have to know. So that information I'm going to tell you right now. The next slide, another 2 to 3 minutes, also very important. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. This is a very, very important slide. Okay, friends. So the first two blocks you already aware of this measures and non-measures, which are nothing but dimensions. In Tableau, they are called dimensions. And continuous, non-continuous in Tableau, for non-continuous data, they will call discrete data. So this automatically identifying data types, whether text is having, numbers are having, date information is having. This information is automatically identify the data types. These two blocks you are aware of it. Apart from this, there are some intelligent features in Tableau. Those things we are discussing about it. In the middle block, are you able to see this middle block? This block where let us talk for some time about this. If your data set, listen carefully, this is a very greatest strength of the Tableau. If your data set contains any geographical data like country, state, city, street, etc., these type of things, if it is there in your data, the greatest strength of the Tableau is it will identify the respective latitude, longitude of that particular data, and it will be added to your data set. This is the greatest strength. It is not there with the Power BI. Of course, there are some workarounds in the Power BI, but they are not sophisticated like this. It is Tableau is automatically giving you, for example, your data, your column in your data set, right? In your data set, if you go here, you see here in the India, country is India is there, district is there, and state is information there, and the pin code is there. Respective, for example, Hyderabad, Kondapur, that information is there. No, that location, latitude, longitude will be attributed, will be added to the database, to the your data set by a Tableau automatically. That is the greatest strength. That is why people are liking this very well, and it has become very popular because of this particular feature. Whenever it identify the geographical data with your data set, it will give you the globe symbol. It will show you the globe symbol in the data. You will see that how it is showing the globe symbol. You will feel very happy. All these things when we start Tableau in few minutes after this session. Okay. Now that is two fields it is automatically creating. If your data set contains any geographical data, that is the message. Now, another field. Look, we have taken one data set, right? You have seen that. Like total, we have how many? 5,39,814 records are there, right? That total count, this data set, whatever you are giving to me means to the Tableau. So to Tableau, you have given one data set. It contains these many rows. 5,39,081 rows. That information will be stored in one field. That field is called count field. Automatically, it will store the total number of rows of your given data set into one field. That is called count data set. That is automatically it is creating. Why it is creating? It is for our better usage. If you wanted to find out total rows, how many are there, you can use that information in our analysis. So for the better for usage of for the data analysis, it is creating one automated field like total number of rows, how many are there, that the count will be stored in one of the field. That field is called count. That's all. This is over. Now, 50% of this slide you are clear now. Few minutes ago you don't know anything. Now 50% is or 60% is done. Now let us see about the third, this particular block. What is this all about this thing? If you remember aspect number one, for the aspect number one is having measures, measurable and non-measurable, right? All measurable values are there, non-measurable values are there. Non-measurable values are useful for our business because we are doing meaningfully measuring that, right? If you take the, let us go back and see this particular data set again. If you go to a particular area here, total sales, useful for me, meaningful for me. Total quantity, meaningful for me. Discount, meaningful for me. Which is highest discount, lowest discount, meaningful. It is useful for that. These measures are, that is why meaningfully it is useful for my business. That is why I'm calling it as measurable. So what Tableau is doing is all these measurables in our data set, they will group into one area. Like I'm highlighting this all measures. So we have all four measures in this particular data set. We can, Tableau is automatically grouping this data into one area. Why? It is for our better usage. Because these are all useful. No, these are useful for our business. That is the reason these all fields, that measure fields, they are storing it one area. How it is storing? It is storing in two fields. Why? The names are there. No, headings of the measures will be stored in one field. That field name is called measure names, right? So measure names, one field will be automatically created by Tableau, which contains headers of the measures, headers of the measurable columns. Now, the values are there, right? These are all the values, four columns, the numbers and whatever be the values are there. These will be stored in another field that is called measure values. So, measure values, another field automatically created by Tableau, which will contain the measure values, like these values. Literally these values will be stored in this particular field. One is for the headers, another one is for the values, and the names of those things is measure names and measure values. That's all, friends. This is what they're talking about the last block. What it is doing in the aspect number one, measures and non-measures, right? Measures are useful for the meaningfully we are calculating for measuring the columns. Those things it is grouping and placing in one area. If you are interested, you can use it. If you are not interested, no need to use it. But Tableau will create it for your better usage of the data analysis. For doing better data analysis, it is providing you, it is provisioning you by grouping them in one area. It is up to us whether we will do it or not. That's all, friends. Tableau is nothing beyond this. Tableau is all about this particular slide only. What is that all about it? Let me repeat it one more time. First one is aspect number one, aspect number two, aspect number three. What is aspect number one, aspect number two, aspect number three? You are all aware of it. Apart from that, if your data contains any geographical data, it will create latitude and longitude. And it will also store total number of rows in one particular field that is called count field, and it will group all measures into one area in two fields, like names, headings of the measures into one area that is called measure names, and the values of the measures will be stored in one area that is called measure values. That's all, friends. Apart from this, Tableau is nothing. It is very simple. How? I will show you. After opening the Tableau, after connecting to the Tableau, and how this Tableau is talking to you, it is telling you this is measurable, non-measurable, aspect number one, aspect number two, aspect number three. It is talking to you. That and all practical session we are going to do now. Okay. Hope you guys are with me. Hope you are following me, and hope if you have any questions, please let me know. And as of now, I think I'm very clear, like you also are very clear about the concepts. So let us move and let us start the practical session. Let us open the Tableau public and how to connect to the Tableau public, and then how to use the Tableau public, how Tableau is talking to you. All those things are subsequently we will be looking at it. So let us start. Now the practical sessions are starting. Now let us go back to the practical session. Let me open the Tableau public for you guys. So I have Tableau public. If you have Tableau public, you can also open on this particular thing. It is, I'm just opening it. I'm closing the data set. Listen carefully, friends. This is coming in 10 minutes is very useful, very, very helpful for you to get into the point. To understand the Tableau, it is very useful, very important point, like another 10 minutes, or you can say 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. So I have opened my Tableau public. There is an option called connect. Are you able to see this? The moment you open, this is how the screen will come. Connect is there here. You can connect to a Microsoft Excel. You can connect to text file. Text file means TXT file or CSV file. All these things will come under text files. You can connect to the text file here and JSON files. These are all the various possible files you can connect in Tableau. Apart from that, server is also there. Since it is a Tableau public, you are not able to see many here. It's only having 3 or 4 options. If you go with the Tableau professional version or licensed version, you will see a number of things. I wanted to show you that information also. So let me open the Tableau licensed version, which we have at Apex. So that you will understand how what I am talking about is 100 plus servers, how to connect that particular thing. Just for the connection part, I wanted to say. See here. In this particular area here, connecting to the file are same only. The same, this particular things will come. Here, if you say to the server, you go here and see here how many options are available in the licensed versions, friends. MySQL you can connect, a Microsoft SQL Server you can connect, and even so many things. See, Snowflake it is there, Databricks is there, and this Alibaba also we can connect, Amazon Redshift we can connect. So whatever it is, Apache drill, so many connections possible. SAP HANA, SAP HANA is there. So all these possibilities are coming here. So that is why Tableau has become very popular. You no need to change your existing setup. We can connect to your data set or database or server, whatever you are using, and from there we can take the data and there we can create the visual. That is the greatest strength of the Tableau. Okay, friends. So that is done. Now let us connect to the file, text file. I am selecting it. It will navigate to you the path wherever you have the CSV file. I'm selecting the CSV file. That's all. It is connecting. Boom. Like this is what the opening file called data source page. This is called data source page. It will take few seconds to load it. It is just like that. Entire data, it is storing it in few seconds. 5 lakh records, it is stored in 2 to 3 seconds. You see, guys, how efficient it is. Now, let us talk about this particular opening window. What is all it is talking about it? Okay. You see here, this is called left pane. This left pane is all about connectivity issues, like connectivity data. Which file you have connected, if you wanted to change this connection or if you wanted to rename this connection. So, related to the connectivity, this left pane will be helpful. And this is called canvas. This canvas is all about multiple files. If you want to connect multiple files, if you want to create visuals from the 2 different Excel sheets, or within the Excel sheet, if you wanted to create 2 sheets are there, like sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. If you wanted to combine those 2 sheets, this canvas is useful. You will be learning that in the subsequent, that to the introduction session or for this session, you just need to know that it is a canvas area. The name is canvas. This is called data grid. Just like our Excel sheet, it will show you the total columns. All columns it will be displaying with the respective data and all this here. This is called data grid. And this one is called metadata grid. You see this one block is here. This is called metadata grid. What it will be having the metadata grid? See, metadata means, see, whichever be the column number, row ID is there. It is showing some icons here. If you remember the aspect number 3, it will identify automatically the type of the data in that particular column. Row ID has numbers. Numbers it is conveying to you with the hash symbol. Row order ID ABC, it is telling you text information. And order date, Order date is date icon is there, calendar icon is there. So it is the date information. It is automatically identified. So ship mode, customer ID, all these things it is taking. And see here, country region, it is going showing the globe symbol. So these are all the data types it is showing. This which is in line with the aspect number 3 in our learning few minutes ago. Okay. Now friends, it is done. This is the opening page. We have 4 parts: left pane, canvas, data, so data pane, and then the metadata pane. Done. Now we are entering into very, very important session. Listen carefully, watch carefully, and if you want, you can note it down also, that we are entering into Tableau workspace. What is the workspace? Where we are going to work on that particular thing. That is what I'm going to tell you. Listen carefully. So if you see here, there is an orange button. Are you seeing this? Sheet 1. This is called Tableau workspace. So if you click on the sheet 1, it will navigate to you one workspace. You will be seeing the one workspace here. See, very, very important session. Another 5 minutes, very, very crucial. Listen carefully. Now, this is called the Tableau workspace. I'm going to explain you. It is talking to you. Tableau is talking to you, friends. So there is a gray line. There is a gray line here. Are you seeing this? One gray line. Listen carefully. The columns or the fields that are available above the gray line are called non-measurable. The columns that are there below the gray line are called measurables, measures, non-measurable measures based on the gray line. It is telling to you, Tableau is talking to you. What it is talking? See this gray line, whatever is available above, all are non-measurable. All these fields that are below the gray line, all are measurable. Aspect number 1 is over. Tableau is talking to you. It is telling you the fields above the gray line are all non-measurable. Fields below the gray line are the measurable. That's all. One aspect number 1 is telling to you. Now, aspect number 2, how it is telling? It is telling in a different way to you. Observe carefully, listen carefully. Are you able to see this? These are all in blue color and these are all in green color. Are you seeing this? Color coding is there. So aspect number 2, Tableau is telling to you if your data or if your column is in green color, it is continuous data. If it is in blue color, it is non-continuous data. What is that it is telling? Aspect number 2, it is telling you all green color data is continuous data, all blue color data is in non-continuous data. In Tableau, non-continuous data is called with a different name. If you remember, that is called discrete data. So, blue pills are discrete data or non-continuous data. Green pills are continuous data or green pills are continuous data. There is no other name for that, right? So, aspect number 2 is there. It is talking to you. Anything in this workspace, if it is in green, it is continuous. Anything it is in blue, that is in non-continuous or discrete data. That's all. Two aspects are over. Third aspect already we have discussed. You see here, there are some icons. Are you seeing here for every column data, for every column category icon, some icons are coming. So aspect number is the data type, it is showing it. Aspect number 3 is also over, friends. Now, another important thing is, are you seeing that we have discussed about latitude, longitude, measure names, measure values, and the count or something like that, right? See here, those 5 fields are available here. Are you able to see this? Measure names, measure values, latitude, longitude, and count. Are you observing these 5 fields? They are on italic. Tableau is telling you that if anything is in italic, that is generated by Tableau automatically. You see these 5 fields are in italic. One, measure values, measure names, and count, latitude, longitude, all are in italic. See, friends, how greatly it is communicating to you. Aspect number 1, with respect to the gray line, above are non-measurable, below are the measurable. Aspect number 2, green color, based on the color coding. If it is a green color, it is a continuous data. If it is a blue color, it is a non-continuous data. That is also there. Now the third one is the icons. It is showing the type of data type. And the fourth one, auto-generated fields, it is in italic format. How greatly it is converting and communicating to you. So now you can correlate why we have discussed those things a few minutes ago. This is how the Tableau is converting your data into your Tableau, and it is talking to you saying with this convention, with this, they are talking to you in this mode. If you don't know this information, it is very difficult to work with Tableau. So right away, many people are thinking that even myself struggled a lot in the beginning to learn what is dimension, what is measure and what is non-measure, and what is continuous, what is non-continuous. Lot of confusion was there. So many videos, many areas, everywhere it is telling just they are not focusing on what is exactly the dimensions and measures, or what is exactly measures and non-measures and continuous and non-continuous, and those topics were not there. We have gathered everything into one area that we named it as a data anatomy. And if you systematically, if you understand the structure and the how Tableau is converting, now it is dead easy. Now you can understand. And the greatest thing with the Tableau is it is only not only converting the your data, it is providing to change also. Why? Suppose like Tableau, I mean, like this artificial intelligence is great, but it cannot be superior to the human intelligence. Sometimes it may make mistakes also, because if your training is wrong to the software, then it is take incorrect decisions. So if I looked into the data and I decided no, it is not measure, it is not dimension, it is not continuous, it is not discrete, like that, if I decided, I can change it. It will provide, it has provided that option. How? Very simple. See here example. If I decided, if I think that quantity is not measurable, I think that it is a non-measurable data. So I can change it. It is easy, very simple. You seen here inverted triangle? You click on here, there will be some option. You see here, change it to convert to dimension. Dimension is nothing but non-measurable, right? In Tableau, it is called non-measurable. And dimension they used to call nothing but non-measurable. So if I press this, observe carefully, it will move above the gray line. See this. See, it is moved above. No, no, no. I decided that no, it is a measurable only. I wanted to change it. Just again, click it here, move it to convert to measure, then it will come down. See, friends, how it is coming. So it is not only converting, it is providing option to change it if it is not appropriate. 99%, 99.99% it will convert properly. See how greatly Tableau has converted row ID. If you remember, row ID is there in our data set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. 5,39,814 numbers are there, right? That is 1, 2, 3 numbers are there. How smartly it has identified row ID as non-measurable. In general, people get confused that numbers are there, it is a measurable, something like that they think. But Tableau, with its artificial intelligence, it has identified it is a non-measurable. That's why it is above the gray line. That is the greatest strength of the Tableau. Now, I wanted to change. See, this quantity change is coming in green color. Green color means what? Continuous data. I wanted to know, I don't like this is not continuous data. I wanted to make it as a non-continuous data. Non-continuous data means what? No decimals. You can't break it into this thing. Very simple. You can convert it. What is this non-continuous is called in Tableau? Discrete, right? So you right click here, it will convert to discrete. Observe carefully what it is happening. If I convert the discrete, are you seeing this? It has changed to blue color. Previously, it was green color. Why? It is continuous. The moment I change this to discrete, it has changed to the blue color. Now again, I wanted to change it to continuous. It is continuous. See, put it again, it is a green color. So with respect to the aspect number two, Tableau is talking to you on the color concept. With respect to the aspect number one, it is talking to you based on the gray line. With respect to the aspect number three, data types, it is talking about the icons. And auto-generated fields are in italic. That's all, friends. Tableau is over. Done. Tableau fundamentals are completed. I hope like you guys are getting my point, what I am telling and how easy it is now. How Tableau is converting your data into its own language and it is communicating to you. If you know this communication properly, then you can work with Tableau very effectively. Beyond this, there is nothing in this. You see this, you feel, are you seeing any other fields than this? These 21 fields are from the data set what you have given, and 5 fields are automated generated. And it is also telling which is measurable, non-measurable, which is continuous and non-continuous, and what are all the data types. It is all telling about it. That's all, friends. Now, so you might have seen the importance of the data anatomy now. Now let us talk about the creating the real data, real visuals. How to create this? Okay, we understood the concept. We got to know what is the aspect number one, aspect number two, how Tableau is converting aspect number one, aspect number two, aspect number three. All these things we learned about it. So now let us start working on the Tableau very easily. Now, you see here, this is called visual space. This is called visual will be there. This is visual, visual will come, graph or chart will come here. That is why this is visual place. And you have the columns, rows here, right? These columns and rows are very important. You have to drag and drop these fields, whatever be there in your data set. You have to drag and drop here, then the automatically Tableau will create the visual. Let us start one particular thing. So I'm taking the region information and I'm placing it either in columns or rows. Anywhere I can place it. Okay, friends? I'm placing it in columns. That is what it has shown. It has come some values. Now, I wanted to show the profit information, right? Profit also. Drag this profit into rows. See how greatly it is creating. Rows, right? I'm just placing it. See, friends, visual has come. It has created. What is that? Drag and drop. That is what we are telling. No, you can create the visual by drag and drop in Tableau. Just drag the region to the columns or rows, or drag the sum of a profit or this field also, measures or non-measures, whatever it is, you drag in this rows and columns, it will create one of these things. That's all. You have created the first visual. Now, there are some other features, very easy features. Tableau is helping you. I'll tell you another few tips I'm giving you. Very, very useful for you guys. I don't like this color. I wanted to change this blue color to some other color, whatever I wanted. Are you able to see here? There is some block called marks. See, friends, there is a block called marks. This marks card is useful to change the or to beautify your visual as per your requirement. It will give you control for you in this particular area. For example, I wanted to change the color, right? So there is an option called color. One block is their color. Just click the color and whatever color you want, you change it. See now how beautiful it is coming. Now, I don't like the size of the bars. I wanted to have a very thin lines. There is a size option here. Are you seeing here? Go to size and it will allow you to minimize this. See how greatly it is available. So if you want a thin line, you can do it. If you want a thick line, you can go for it. So likewise, this marks card useful. And I wanted to display the values, profit values, I wanted to display in the visual. Very simple. Drag the profit information to label. Here, label option is there. You put it. So label information values are displaying here. How beautifully it is displaying. Look at it, friends. So this marks card is all about beautification of the data or controlling your visual, how to do this particular part. Now, another important information is you see, observe carefully. If I put my cursor here, their hand symbol is coming and one rectangular box is coming, west and profit. And if I put it here, south and profit, how dynamically it is changing. This is called tooltip. In analytics business or in the analytics technology, this is called tooltip. This tooltip also you can control it. How to do that? See in marks card again. In marks card there is a tooltip. You click on it, so it will come like this. So for example, I wanted to say Apex, ATT, Tableau, Upskilling session. I have added my own content. You see how beautifully it is coming here. Everywhere it is coming. And I wanted to change profit into different color. You can do it. Just go to there and select the profit and then change it to color into orange and press OK. See how beautiful it is coming. So you can have a control of your view in with the help of marks card. That's all, friends. You have learned very important part here. Now, another important area is there are some useful tips by Tableau. What are all those tips? See here, are you able to see this ascending, descending order, sorting? In the view, if you want to sort, if I click it here, it will sort in an ascending order. Descending order, it is sorting. If I click it here, in descending order, it is sorting. So these are all readily available features given by the Tableau. Tableau is supporting you. To sort the visual data, you can click this particular thing like this. That's all, friends. This is one of the greatest features available. So many features like this. We'll be talking one by one like this. Okay. Now, I wanted to put this region. I have taken the region into columns and rows into the, I mean, some profit into the rows, right? I wanted to swap it and sum of profit here, region here. I can do it with one click also. No need to do manually. Manually also you can do it, or you can do it one click also. Are you able to see here? There is a called swap command is there. If I put it command, select on it, it is showing another visual in a different view. Same data, it is showing in a different view. Whichever is convenient for you and for your boss, you can use that particular data. That's all. This is a swapping option is available here. Guys, friends. So marks card, it is supporting not only there's aspect number one, aspect number two, aspect number three, and auto-generated fields. Apart from that, Tableau is helping you by giving this information also. Now, another thing is, another important feature, it is providing so many sophisticated, comfort, convenient, what is that features for the user. One among them is Show Me. There is a button called Show Me. Are you seeing this? Show Me means what? Show me what? What it is showing. That is also, I'll tell you one thing. So if you click the show me button here, it will be telling you, it will be with the selected fields. You have selected region and profit information, right? With the selected fields, these are all the possible graphs. It is showing you. Show me the possible graphs with the selected fields. So few are disabled, means those are all not possible with the selected fields. And these are all the possible things like pie chart and bubble chart and this particular tree chart. For example, if I select the bubble chart, it will change the visual change like this. If I select the pie chart, then it will come to pie chart like this. If I select this bar chart, it will come like this. So it is helping you. It is another feature, another comfort giving to the users. Like if I want table, like I can click the table on this. So likewise, it is showing you, it is helping you. It is show me means show me what are all the possible graphs for the selected fields. That's all about one of the feature, friends. Now, very, very important thumb rule I'm telling you. Listen carefully. If you want, note it down also. Very, very understanding when you are learning Tableau. This is very important point. What is that point? You can create only one visual in one workspace. Again, I'm repeating. You can create only one visual in one workspace. Means what? What does it mean? You have created one particular bar graph here, right? Now, in the white space, there is some space here. I wanted to create one pie chart here. No, it is not possible. In one workspace, it will allow only one bar, one graph or chart, either bar or chart, whatever it is. You can create only one thing. Then you may be asking, okay, then how I have to create another? I wanted to have the another pie chart I wanted to create. Yes, there is a provision for that in Tableau. You see here, there is a plus symbol. You see, first symbol it is coming, new worksheet. If you click here, it will navigate to you the new worksheet, new workspace will come. Here you can create pie chart. For example, now I am going this region information again here, and the profit also I'm just dragging this particular thing, and I'm show me it is selling. I'm going to the pie chart, and I'm changing this particular thing into the size also. I'm changing into different way. I wanted to display the values of here. How to do this region? Drag this region into label. You are already aware of it. And also profit also in drag the profit into label. So profit also will display. So here I have created the pie chart. And previously I have created the bar chart, right? Here also I wanted to display the information. So that information is here. So two sheets I have created. Now your question might be, I wanted to show both in one place to my boss. You may be thinking that No, no, yeah, only one graph or one chart creating one area. How? I wanted to show all together to my boss. I can't give one sheet, one thing to the my boss. So there is a provision for Tableau, which is very easy. That concept is called dashboard. You see here, there is a second symbol, second new dashboard. One option is here. One, two, three is there, right? If you click the second this thing, it will come as a one dashboard workspace will come. Here you can add multiple sheets. For example, you have sheet one, sheet two created. So you can drag this particular thing like this, and you can place everything into one area. So see, this is what we are telling. So you can show, you can add whatever sheets you have in this your thing in one place. That is called dashboard. Now you can talk to your manager. One is bar graph you are showing, one is you are showing about the pie chart. All together in one place we are getting it. So basically, what it is telling is in one sheet you can create one graph. And if you wanted to combine all graphs into one area, you have to use the dashboard option. Now, after creating the dashboard, or two, three dashboards I have created, I wanted to show all dashboards in one area. That is nothing but story. You see the third one, if you see here, if you click this, you will see that story navigation will be there. You will be navigated to story environment. Here you can add, see the dashboard is available, sheets are available. You can add this particular thing here. So that's all about friends. Very, very basic concepts of the Tableau. And now let us go back and see the presentation, whatever I have given to you right now that I have placed in the presentation. So connectivity, you are aware of it. We have discussed about that. And these are all the four, this is a repetitive session. That's why I'm moving a bit fast. And the four areas, this is left pane, canvas, data grid, and metadata grid. You are aware of that. You discussed about that. And this is the Tableau workspace. Sheet one, it is there. In sheet one, what is a continuous and non-continuous color coding will be there. And the grayscale above, a gray line above, gray line below, dimensions and measures are there. And the marks card, you can beautify the data or you can attribute the data with color, size, and tooltip. Everything it will be done here. Along with that, we have discussed about some options like sorting and swapping and deleting these options we have discussed here. And then also one sheet, one visual you can create in one sheet. And then dashboard, you can add multiple sheets into one area that is called dashboard. And you can add dashboards into all dashboards into one area that is called story. So finally, this is what we are going to do this. This is very helpful slide. So worksheet is to create one single view, either pie chart or line chart or bar chart or whatever it is. You can create one thing in one worksheet. And combining all these worksheet is called nothing but dashboard. And combining the dashboards and the worksheets or multiple dashboards in one area is called the story. That's all, friends. You have learned a very, very important knowledge about the Tableau. Now, what we are doing, even this slide also we have completed. First visual we have already created. We have taken two values and we selected show me. We have selected the pie chart and we have dragged the region and the profit information we have created. So likewise, it is created one sheet. So if you go back and see our dashboard in our discussion, whatever we have here, friends, see this is what exactly what I'm talking about it. In this dashboard, if you see here, what I'm doing, I have created this one sheet, map is one sheet, and cluster is one sheet, and top N is one sheet, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the KPIs is one sheet. Seven sheets I have created and I have added in one dashboard. I have dragged everything into one dashboard. That's all. I have posted that particular, published the dashboard to the public, and which is useful for them. That is what exactly we are going to do now. And this is, you can see here. And next slide, whatever it is having it, we are going to create. These are all the visuals, the data sheets will be creating, worksheets will be creating for it. 8 clicks and with 15 clicks and 10 clicks, like sales information, forecast information, cluster information, top 10 information. And then with 15 clicks, we are creating one map also. And then finally, we are taking one dashboard, one layout, one image I have added. and then I'm adding all these sheets into that particular area. And then finally, I'm publishing that data to the public. That's all, friends. Now I'm going to, in front of you, I'm going to develop this particular dashboard with 120 clicks. If anyone is interested to note it down, the total clicks, how many we have done, like you can also note down that. So let us start that practical session now. We are ahead of the schedule. By 11:40, it has to be completed. By 11:35, we were there. Another 10-15 minutes, we will be completing this session. Okay, maximum. I may take some little extra time by explaining how to create the dashboard and all those things. Let us start this. So from the beginning, let's open the Tableau public. And the already I have opened. I'm closing it from the beginning. I wanted to create it from the scratch. I have closed the Tableau public. Now I'm opening the Tableau public. See, friends, are you guys are with me? Are you fine? Are you happy now? Do you think the Tableau is easy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. So if you know the fundamentals, if you know basic, what we have learned here, it is not even an equation was not there in our discussion. It is about the fundamentals. If it is about the basics, if you know this now, please do not neglect this. Practice immediately. Download the Tableau Public and whatever you have learned this. No, this link also I will provide. You can refer this PPT. It is not PPT, by the way. It is a Tableau link. So you can refer that link and then accordingly you can move on. And of course, I'm going to give you the video session also. Whenever you want, you can you can download and you can watch that video and how to create that thing. Okay. Now let's start this creating the dashboard with 120 clicks. We have to show that and we have to create it. That is a mission given to us. So I have I have opened the Tableau public and I'm connecting to that CSV file and it is loading it. Now I'm starting it. Listen carefully, watch carefully. So I'm going to the workspace, right? And it is just a couple of seconds it will take. That's nothing matter. So done. We have started. And listen carefully, watch carefully. I'm renaming it as first as region data. So region data is what? Region information I'm dragging here, and the sales information I'm placing here. Then I got this thing. I want in pie chart. I'm selecting show me the pie chart. It is there. I wanted to full entire view I wanted to see, and I dragged the region into label. I dragged the sales into the label. That's all about that. Done. I have completed the the first sheet, but the still background I wanted to make it is a black background. I'm going to the format and shading and then particular area. I'm black information. That's all. It is done. So region part is over. This will be complete. The second one I'm doing is sales information. I'm taking it. Sales name I have sales forecasting, right? So sales, the question in the this particular thing is sales. So double click the sales or drag the sales or double click the sales. It will be coming like this. Date information, I can get it from the order date. I am double clicking on the order date. So this is what by default Tableau is taking year information. So every year how the quantities are there, sales is there like that. I have some trend. Now I wanted to put the forecasting of the next 4 years. Go to analytics and you see here forecast option is available right in the model, and then drag this forecast option here. Then you will see this is how this particular thing. That's all. Every year how much information is there like this it is there. No, I don't want different wells. There is options are there to change this model about the forecasting. Don't worry about for the beginning place. So now I wanted to format this with a black background shading. I'm going repeated step. I'm selecting the black. I don't want this gray lines, grid lines. So I wanted to remove the grid lines and zero lines. That's all about this. The sales, it is instead of sales, let's say forecast. Forecast is completed. Now the third one, again, plus symbol I'm adding. I'm renaming it as a sales trend. And sales trend, again, I have to put the sales information. And the order date, I have to double click here. 2 clicks only, I got it. But the need of the hour is every day how it is going. It is yearly data it is giving. But I want every day how it is going. Very simple. How to do that? Tableau is again very easy. just right click here in this year information, wherever it is order date is there, and you will see so many options here. In that particular area, you can see the exact date is there, month and year is there. Suppose if I select, it is selected by default year information. That's why year wise has come. If I select a year, month and year, then it will show you the month and year data. So June, January, February, March, April, May, every year it is showing it. The same way I wanted to show it the exact date. If I select the exact date, then see every day how it is going on. So you can easily see the spikes. In one particular day, we have huge sales, whether business is able to handle it or not, whether customer satisfaction is there or not. I mean, people can understand, analyze the data. And now I wanted to see the average of this button. Go to the analytics, and here it is average line is there. Drag this particular thing to here, and it will be creating some an average line. This is the average line of sales for this particular business. I wanted to change the background as a black color, format and shading it, and make it as a black color. That's all. It is done. I don't want this. Of course, these are all unproductive clicks. We can avoid this by making it as a universal things. So that's all it is created. The sales trend I can able to create it. Now the fourth one is top 10. I wanted to create it. What is top 10? Top 10 based on the profit. Double click on the profit. Profit you are talking about the hour, and the sales means which product we are talking about it, right? That is the reason product name, double click on it. It will have like this, some graph has come. I wanted to transpose it. I have transposed it. I wanted to sort it out. I have sorted out. Then, but it is having total 180, 1800 fields, 1800 products are there. But I want only top 10 products. Very simple. What is the products only you want, right? Drag this product name to the filter. There is a block called filter. You can drag this particular here and place it here. It will navigate to you one block like this. You see here general, wildcard, condition, and top. The need of the hour is top or bottom. So just go by field, top 10 and profit sum. That's all. How easy it is. You are just selecting it. See how 10 products which are having the top profit. And I wanted to display profit information also. Drag the profit information to label, and this information is displayed. And I wanted to make it as a black background. Go to format, shading, worksheet, black background. And I don't want grid lines. I wanted to remove these grid lines. These are all really unproductive clicks. So you might have seen this. That's all. This is all about the top 10. I'm just renaming it as top 10 friends. So four sheets we have created. Like this, seven sheets we have created. Very short period we have created. Four sheets I have completed. One, two, three, four is completed. Now taking another sheet, I'm renaming it as a cluster. You remember profit and sales, which has the profit, high sales, low profit, low sales. Like that, we can have different clusters we can create it. How to do that? Very simple. The need of this particular requirement is sales and profit. Double click the sales, double click the profit. You will see the plotting like this. And if we are talking about the product name, drag the product name to the details, then you will see like this. Now I wanted to create the clusters like profit, low profit, high profit, like that. How to do that thing? That is called clustering, which is a machine learning algorithm which is already built in Tableau, available readily in the analytics pane. Drag the cluster information. Here it is there right after this forecast option. So drag the cluster into the view, like place it here. By default it will create four clusters. If you want 10 clusters, you can add 10, then it will create 10 clusters. No, I want only three. Just to mention three, the clusters have been created. So the red color is one thing, and the green color is one thing, blue color is one thing. So blue is a very dangerous, some no profits, nothing. So people can take a decision on this. So clustering has created very easily. Now I wanted to this formatting is I wanted to do shading, which is a repeated item, black color, and remove the grid lines. I don't want any grid lines or zero lines here. So that's all about this. And the cluster is also over. Now another thing is forecast is there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the KPIs or map. Now let us make it as a map data set. What is the map? How to create it? Very simple, friends. Double click on the country, which is what is geographical data. See how beautiful it is automatically creating. In Power BI, you can't create just like that. It is not that much easy in creating map in Power BI. In Tableau, it is dead easy. Hey, somebody is using this, please stop that. Okay. Now, country region is, I've double clicked on it and I wanted to put only for the India first. We will see that for the better understanding. So I have filtered for India. Now, statewide, I wanted to show the details, right? I have dragged the show state into the detail. So it will plot the state information in the map. Now, profit I wanted to see in a different color from yellow color to green color. So drag this profit to the color. See friends, this is how by default it has given some blue color. I wanted to change it to different color. Very simple. Go here and click here, edit colors will be coming. In the edit colors, you select this green and gold and then you can easily change it to our need of the hour. If you see here, this is what has come. Now, it is all about total overall records. It is all years, 2001 to 2025. I want year information, year-wise data. How to do that? Very simple. Drag the date information to the pages. Order date is there. Place it is in pages. Observe carefully. We are creating animation like Hans Rosling video, whatever it is. Just with one drag, we are able to create the animation now. How the industry has emerged, you see, guys. So order date I have placed it here. See, one year wise here information has come. One playlist is also, you have so many options here. Suppose if you want to 2002, this is how it is. Automatically, if you want to play here. If you press play, it will automatically go here. That's all, guys. Map has been created less than 15 clicks. Now, I wanted to make it as a black background. So go to the map and background of the map, make it as a dark. That's all. It has done, completed on this particular area. So some unknowns are there that we will learn in future, like by videos, you can see that how to solve the unknown things and all those particular things. Map is done. One, two, three, four, five, six sheets we have completed. Now the seventh sheet, I have to do the KPI, friends. So listen carefully. This is a very important point. If you remember, measure names, measure values automatically created by Tableau. Why? For the better usage of the data analysis, better data analysis, right? So you will see that now. See, with one click, I'm getting so much data. By clicking the measure names, double clicking that measure names, what will happen? Observe carefully, friends. If I click like this, see, it is giving everything. Profit, quantity, sales, everything, it is giving one shot the measure names because it is grouped everything in one area. Measure names and measure values are there. So I wanted to have different color for every measure. How to do that? Very simple. Drag the measure names to the color. The colors will change. And I will also wanted to display the measure names into the display. So measure names to the text label. If I put it, no, not measure names, measure names. Yes, measure names into not measure. Yeah, measure names into this particular area. See profit, discount. This is also very clearly displaying here. Now I wanted to do some formatting here. First, let me display everything into entire view. This is how it is coming. I wanted to make numbers as a bigger one. Go to the text format here, right? Label format. If you go here, there will be two options. I'm making a little bit formatting. These are all very easy, friends. Don't think that it is a difficult task. If you do two to three these things, it's very simple. I'm making it as a blue. See how beautiful it is appearing. It's a bold font it is appearing on it. And I wanted to center it. It is see right aligned it is there. How to do that? Here alignment option is there. Where alignment option is in text, you have alignment option. In alignment option, if you mention like this, that's all very easy. So everything is coming like this. You see, friends, how easily it is coming. Now, little another cleaning is required here. Here, total count is showing is like count of Megamart LLC transaction.csv. Big name is there. I don't like this. I wanted to change it for this dashboard. I don't want to change for entire thing. Only for appearance, I wanted to change it. How to do that? Alias. For example, my name is Ravi Kumar Tota. Ravi Kumar Tota is a big name. So I wanted to display RT in somewhere else. So that is called alias name. So same way, Tableau is giving the alias option. How to change it? Very simple. Again, here, go to right click here, edit aliases will be coming. The first one is I wanted to change, right? I'm just changing the total transactions. Total transactions, I want TRAN. transactions I wanted to mention here. And transactions I have mentioned. See here, it is total transaction, how effectively it has converted. That's all, friends. So KPIs I have completed. Rename KPI, and I don't want, since this profit discount is there, this heading is not required for me. Heading I am removing it. That's all about the KPIs information. So I have created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everything, all 7 sheets I have created. Now I wanted to create about dashboard. I wanted to show all these 7 in one area. How to do that? So go to the dashboard area, new dashboard you get it, you will be walking, I mean, it will navigate to you the dashboard workspace. So there are some options here. Usually the dashboard sizes, like the dashboard size, it will be fixed size we will be taking. And also it is a generic desktop. So this is the white space has come in this. And by default, with help of PowerPoint or with the Figma help, I have created one layout for this dashboard. So I'm planning to add that image here. How to add image to the dashboard? Very simple here. So go to their objects part here. In dashboard workspace, objects are there. In these objects, select the image, double click the image. It will ask you the image where you wanted to post. And I have selected the image and I just apply and created it. So I have taken one dashboard and I have added one image here. It is a very static image. It is all the name and logos, everything I have added here, right? Now I will add those 7 sheets here. That's all. Dashboard is done. Those 7 sheets I'm adding, friends. Look at it. So region information. Okay, I have to take, while adding this, there is tile and floating. So floating you have to take so that it will have your own control. You can move size you can do on your own. So I have done this legend is not required for me, and I'm placing this particular thing here. And this title also not required for me. Just make it in a different way. Region information I have given here. This is how it is just placed it. How useful it is, you see, friends. How simple it has come, the appearance has come. Now the another one is forecast. Drag the forecast information. I have placed it here, and I don't want the title, and I don't want this legendary also. And I wanted to resize this a little bit, and I wanted to place it here. That's all. And this you can do a little bit adjustments also, right? Sales information. Now I wanted to have the sales trend. I've just dragged and placed this here, and I don't want the title here. I've removed the title, and I have just so I have placed this particular this one also. Now after sales, I'm just playing the top 10. Top 10 also I wanted to place it here. If you want a different color, you can change the different color. You know how to change the different color also, right? That different color also I will show you how to change it. Let us move that to purple color in some extent. Then you will see how it is affecting directly here. So like this, it is a top 10 I have created. Now cluster information, I have dragged the cluster information here, and I don't want any title. I don't want any legend also. So I'm just resizing it. This legend is not required for me. I have removed that this thing. That's all, friends. So you can see this. All these things are there. Now I have to add the map information. I'm just dragging this map information here. So just dragging, adjusting on all these things, and this particular area, I wanted to put some background for the map for the better view. I'm just making it as a black background, but our text is not visible. So I will make it as a white color and center and 10 and Arial. Very formatting things, nothing. This is nowhere related to this particular. See, friends, how easy it is, how effectively it is come. This is a animated legendary part, and I don't want all these many animated. I can page count is not required, slider not required, and history not required, right? I can remove all these things. Guys, you can see this. I have completed less than 126. It is completed. Now I have to add one more thing. KPIs I have to add here. Go to the dashboard, and then KPI I have to drag here, and then I don't want the title because it's a self-explanatory, and I don't want the legend also. And I can just drag this information as per this. That's all, friends. So If I fit it into everything, it is coming like this. That's all. See how beautifully it is creating on this. So a little bit, even though if it is there, if it is saving, then it will be helpful for you guys. That's all. And now I have to put the filter information here, right? Filter, how to do the filter. The filter, even here, it is title is not required here. Let me make it very clear, easy, right? Tight, I mean the filter, just take any sheet and go to the filters, and the country filter is available here. And this country filter above, you have to place it here, and some formatting is required. That formatting is very simple, no title required, and it has to be in a single drop down list. That's all, friends. You see here, and all is there, and I don't want all also. This is all very formatting things only, not much major things. Very easy. That's all, friends. And but I have to assign this, like this filter has to apply for many, all the sheets, right? So select the worksheets where I have to do. I'm selecting all worksheets in the data dashboard, whatever it is. So if I select US, then it will change all that, all things will change. If I select India, then it will change for all India's part. Okay. So now it is something, the hash symbol is coming. No, like let me show you some other information here. The size, it is taking too much. So let's go back and see. Let's reduce this size into different way. This measure name, let us make it as 10 only, so that it will be on the hash symbols will go now. Are you seeing this here now? It is visible that hash symbol has gone because of this size. Now here I wanted to change this size, this top 10 color also. How to do that? You know that, right? If I make it to this particular way, if you change it in the sheet, it will automatically change in the dashboard. You no need to worry about it. If you work on the worksheet, you change whatever way the changes you have done, it will be done here also. That's all, friends. I have done this. And now I wanted to save this as a Tableau public. So this is, I'm going to do that. Boom. It will ask you to username and password. If you have the Tableau public username and password, then the dashboard created on 9th June 2025. That's it. So it will take another 1 minute or something like that. You can see this done. It is completed. So in front of you, like all together, we have created a powerful dashboard. The rows and columns, 5 lakh plus rows and columns, we have shown in a meaningful way to the world. They can use this data for their own benefit, for their own inferences. And this is how the data visualization is helping the world. And for that, you should aware of, see guys, done. We have ahead of the schedule, 2 minutes ahead, we have created this. Like by 12, we have to finish it. So 11:58 is now, we have done that. Okay. So that is the power of the data visualization. And you can see this, this is the mission accomplished. We have completed entire dashboard creation in 120 clicks. That's all, friends. So according to me, it is very easy. It's a very easy software you can learn on your own. We have rich content in the market, I mean, in the internet. You can refer those things. So in group, we will share. So follow that and try to learn this Tableau as usual. I mean, very easily you can learn it. Don't neglect it, and it will be definitely adding advantage to your career profile. Okay. So now another important thing is I wanted to show you guys about this part. So we last couple of times with the same concepts only we have explained these things to people, and they have learned about the Tableau very easily, very quickly, and they have passed these exams. The Tableau official exams were there. So all these things were completed. So these are all the people who passed in. These are all our Apex employees. We have taken so many sessions, and we have explained the same concepts to them, and these people have this particular thing. And the management and Apex management is also encouraged, has encouraged the people to get the, if they get any certificate, it was reimbursed. At that time it was there. Now that opportunities are not there. We are not, we don't have any rewards at the moment. But it on your own, if you learn Tableau, and we find the innovation, with very quickly you can learn Tableau. That is the innovation. That is the investment done by Apex. So we have find a way how quickly you can learn Tableau. That is itself is an asset for you, or give what is that additional offering from Apex. So try to use this information and try to learn Tableau and try to get your own certificates on your own. And also give me 1 minute. I will show you one important thing. Uh, just give me a minute. Yeah, we have some certifications conducted by Tableau, official certifications. See, learning Tableau is not enough. Like you have to earn the certificates also. And I just wanted to show you the certification details to you guys. I'm not able to find out that image. Let me open that. Just give me a minute. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, this is what. Let me share my screen. Yes, friends, this is what a very important thing. We have Tableau certifications by Tableau Software LLC USA. These are all very valid certifications. So these people like Apex has so many, around 32 certificates were there at Apex with this type of training programs. We have encouraged the people and they have learned and they understood the concept and they passed the exam. And for you guys also, you can also understand now how easy it is. So spend some time and try to attend these questions. It is not like just learning the thing. You should also have the certifications. So these are all the levels. Like first level, it is $120. 40 questions only there will be, and the pass marks is 48%. When we attempted that time last year, it is 75%. Now it is 45% only. And even level two data analyst, it's around $300 you have to pay for the exam, and they will ask you 60 questions, and they will give you more than 1.5 hours. And 65% if you score the marks, then they'll give you the certificate. So likewise, we have certified. So myself, all three were certified, and I can help you guys if you want. If you are really interested to pass this exam, you can reach out to me. You can be in touch with me. I will help you to get through these particular certifications. For this time, still we have not announced any reimbursement. There is no reimbursement as of now. But the better thing which we can give right now is this type of easy type of learnings, the how to learn this Tableau, say such type of innovations we can provide you. easy ways or very useful links, and on your own you can learn and increase your profile part. Okay. Thank you, friends. That's all about from me. And thank you for your time on this wonderful day. Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.